Hey YouTube, my name is Carolyn and welcome to my very first budgeting video. I am currently in a bit of a mess. It's not too bad of a mess and I have been working to get myself out of said mess, but it's a little overwhelming to just kind of do this without having a way to hold myself accountable. And I figured that if I made a channel and documented things each week, that I would be a little more successful than I have been. Currently, I am 37 years old and I am a mother of 4 children. My partner and I are raising our children and, just living life as the average American family does. We have quite a bit of consumer debt, mostly credit card debt, that we are in a process of trying to pay off. Now, over the last year or so, we have been able to take care of about $10,000 worth of debt. And that debt was a mixture of a lot of things, collection, credit card debt, medical bills, all kinds of things, but we were able to take care of a lot of that. However, we still have about $10,000 left of just credit card debt. That number is very overwhelming to me. I can't even begin to tell you how badly I want to take care of this debt and make it more manageable. It doesn't have to be at zero balance. I am not anti-credit card, but $10,000 is a little bit outside of my comfort zone. I do not want to have $10,000 hanging over my head. So I am going to document this journey here on YouTube to just kind of hold myself accountable. I'm going to start off with, one second. I'm going to start off with my debt overview. I have decided to use my iPad. I do have a budget binder as well, but I'm going to see how this works. I have it, so I might as well try to use it. I'm going to list all the debt that I have from the smallest to the largest. Everything will be listed by way of the balance. And I'm basically gonna follow Dave Ramsey's method of snowballing, and I'm gonna start with the smallest balance and then roll over the minimum payment that I normally would be paying for that card onto the next one, onto the next one. I haven't decided if I'm gonna try to get them down individually to 0 or if I'm gonna try to get them down to the 30% and then to 10% and then to 0. I have not really decided that. This is really just a test run on what I'm going to be doing. I'm just winging it, guys. I have no idea what I'm doing. If you have any suggestions, any encouraging words, please leave them down below. I am definitely open to any suggestions that anyone has for me. Starting off with my Apple Card, I am going to be listing the limit as well as the balance and the minimum payment amount. Apple is starting off with a balance of, not a balance, it has a limit of $450 with a balance of $353.52. And a minimum payment of $25. This card here, I allow my son to use. He's an authorized user on the card. So once this is paid down, it will have a continuous revolving balance. He doesn't use it often, but if he is out with friends or after school or anything like that, he is allowed to use the card as he sees fit. Next one is Credit One. I have 2 Credit One cards and I'll distinguish them by color. That's wrong. Um, and please excuse my handwriting. It's awful on this iPad. I'm not really good at writing on the screen. Although I do have like a paper screen protector, it just does not feel like regular paper to me still. Anyway, this card here has a limit of $700 and a current balance of $437.86. Currently, it has a minimum payment of $30. Capital One is next. Currently, that has a limit of $1,500 with a balance of $576.37. Currently, there is a minimum payment of $25. Hold on, let me double check that. Yes, $25. Next up, I have a Citi card at a balance of $680. There is a current balance on the Citi card of $591.84. That minimum payment would have been helpful if I had all of this pre-written in, but I didn't. $25 as well. Next up is a Black Credit One card. Let me just make the correction here. And that's a black card. Currently, that has a limit of $1,100 with a limit of $749.97. That minimum payment is $30. Next up is American Express at $2,500 as the limit, and the balance is sitting at $1,541.68. Minimum payment on the American Express, I'm not even sure if I have this one written down, $35. And finally, the Discover card. Discover card has a limit of $10,000. It's my largest card now. My Citi card had a really high limit previously, but while I was paying my other debt down, Citi had enough with me. I had pretty much maxed my card out. I might have had like a $6,000 credit limit, and once I paid it down to this amount here, this is what they dropped my credit limit to. So I didn't show good credit practices, so yeah, they dropped me all the way down pretty much to, I'm pretty much at the $680. I'm not sure if I'll even keep the card once I pay it off. I'm a little salty that they took my credit limit all the way down, but it's okay. My balance on my Discover card as of right now is $5,949.96. This card was recently almost at the $10,000 limit. This was one of the larger cards I paid, as well as the Citi card. I pretty much paid a lot of my cards down, a lot. Some of them have gotten, the balance has gone back up, but I really worked hard. We worked really hard to get the balance down. The minimum payment on that is $105. And I'll make this a little neater and I'll make it look a little prettier, but right now this is what I'm working with. So the why we got into this mess. Okay, basically just horrible practices and being irresponsible. We experienced a loss of income during COVID, going from 2 incomes to 1. And I was extremely irresponsible with these credit cards, not this credit card, with these credit cards. I would swipe the card and kind of just not be cognizant of having to pay them down. I was swiping my cards with the intention of paying the minimum payment, and that obviously is not a good idea because the amounts just continue to build up and you're just paying a small amount. And everything is also dependent on what your APR is. I don't have my APRs listed, but I can assure you that they are pretty high. Let me just go ahead and add up the overview and I'll be right back.
That equals up. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the balances. I have 353 plus 591.84 plus 437.86 plus 749.97 plus 576 plus 0.37 plus 1541.68 plus 5949.96. That gives me $10,200.68.
$10,200.68. Wow. My minimum payments.
$275.
Give or take. I hope I'm right here. $275 as my monthly payment. That $275 is, going to come down. This could be going towards savings and all kinds of other things that I, have intentions on doing with my life. I don't want to spend my life paying off debt. Besides credit cards, I also have a car loan that is with Westlake Financial. And I'm very happy that we are almost at the end of this loan. That loan started off with a balance of $19,229.88. And currently the balance is $4,481.18 with a minimum payment of $593. I am not responsible for this amount here, so I'm gonna highlight this one. I am not responsible for this. My fiance takes care of this amount, so I don't have to worry about paying it. So I'm just gonna highlight that one in red since I don't have to pay it, but I do want to keep track of this number because my name is on the loan. Also, I have student loan. Currently, my loans are with Mohela. If I'm not saying that right, forgive me. With the balance sitting at $24,195. And I don't have a minimum payment right now. And that is also what the balance is. Prayerfully, I can take care of a lot of this credit card debt before the student loan payment pause ends, and I can start, bringing this balance down. I am not really counting on forgiveness. I would love for my debt to be partially forgiven, but it is not very likely. Politics suck sometimes, so I'm not really counting on that to be taken care of. The final debt that I have would be my braces treatment. It started at $5,690, and I am currently left with $1,100, and my minimum payment is $189. So the 275 plus 189. Let me just close some of this stuff out. All right, so the 275 plus 189 leaves me with a minimum payment of $464 each month. $464 since I don't pay this one per month. All right, so yeah, so this is where we are. What I plan on doing is attacking my debt as aggressively as I can. I do want to have every dollar that comes into my home on my end have a job to do. My fiance is not really interested in being a part of this journey. He has his amounts of bills that he takes care of, and I have my amounts of bills that I take care of, which I am not gonna share the budget of my responsibilities until next month. It's the middle of the month. I did not plan on waiting so long to get this video filmed. It's currently Monday, January 16th. So it's pretty much the middle of the month, and it's pointless to like do a monthly budget for next month. I am gonna be sharing my budget with you all on a monthly basis, and I am doing cash stuffing on a weekly basis. I get paid bi-weekly, but I'm gonna stuff my envelopes every week so I can keep track of, you know, where my money is going, what I'm spending the most money on or not spending the most money on, so I can like get everything under control. The final thing I want to know would be my credit scores. I'm also going to keep track of my credit scores. I do plan on purchasing a home really soon, hopefully within the next maybe year or two. So I do want to keep track of credit scores and my credit report. So I pay monthly for my FICO just because I know that Credit Karma is not following the same models that mortgage companies follow. So I've been paying for my FICO since I started my journey last year, and it's really nice to be able to see what my score is each month. Like a tool that I get to just at a glance see how I'm doing, whether I need to do better or whether or not I am doing okay. TransUnion is at 660 and Equifax is at 669. Certainly not the lowest that my scores have been, but they're also not the highest that they've been. I've been well into the 700s, and my goal is to get to about an 800. I want to get the best rate possible on my mortgage. So with that being said, if you stuck around this long, I do appreciate the support. Please leave your comments below. And if you feel so in your heart, please consider subscribing to my channel and following along on this journey. Hopefully I can keep myself accountable and stick through with this whole process. So until next time, bye.